earlier this year, I started seeing this girl named Jessica, and also known as Aunt Diane. It's a callback from earlier. And I really, really liked her. And it seemed like she really, really liked me. And I thought things were going really well because this lasted longer than 2 weeks, which is a really good sign for me. And after 3 weeks, I thought, maybe I love her. I never told anyone that I loved them before. There have been women that I've wanted to tell that I love them, but I only thought there was like a 10% chance that they would say it back. And anything under 50% chance I didn't think was worth it. But with Jessica, I thought there was like a 75% chance that's it, and that's a pretty good chance. And really, I just wanted to say I love you to someone once before I died. That was, because it seemed like a good thing. People who say I love you to other people, they seem pretty happy. I just wanted to try it out. Maybe I would like it. And I didn't really know what I was doing, and I didn't know the protocol for saying I love you. I thought there might be a protocol, and so I decided to do some research online. And so I typed into Google, how long are you supposed to wait before you tell someone you love them? And Yahoo Answers came up. And Yahoo Answers is a place that you should never go to for answers. And there are many women who wrote, how long should I wait before I tell my boyfriend I love him? And then there were 50 responses saying, no, don't do it. Never say I love you first. Always let the guy say it first. Wait a year before you say it. Wait until you're married. And so I thought, oh, okay, Jessica's probably waiting for me to say it. And so I decided that I wanted to say it, but I didn't really know what love meant. This was all really new for me. And I wanted to know what it meant before I told someone. And so I decided to look up love in the dictionary. And so I looked up love, and the definition was a score of 0 in tennis. This wrong definition. I went to the next definition. And that said, to feel a romantic or sexual attachment to someone. And I didn't really like that definition, because if that were true, then I'd love all beautiful women. Because I feel a sexual attachment to all beautiful women. And so I thought this definition is not for me. I'm gonna try a different dictionary. I went to a different dictionary online. And this definition said to have a profoundly tender and passionate affection for. And I thought this confirmed my suspicion that I love Jessica. Because my affection is very tender and passionate. And so I decided, according to the dictionary, I love Jessica, and I'm going to tell Jessica that I love her. And so I thought, the next day I was going to hang out with her, so I said, I should wait for an intimate moment to tell her. So I decided, I'll wait until after I have sex with her. And so, the next day came, and I came, and I was lying down next to her, and I said, Jessica, you want to do this again? Because this was a lot of fun. Sex. You want to do sex again? And so we did it again. I'm lying down next to her again. I was like, Jessica, I love you. There was a pause for 10 seconds, and it was very tense. Those first 2 seconds was fine, because that's the normal amount of time you wait for someone to reply. So I was waiting. But then those next 8 seconds were just awful. She had this look of surprise, and I feel bad for you, and I got that face a million times from women, and I knew that she wasn't going to say it. So after 10 seconds of this silence, she finally said, no one's ever said that to me before. And I said, well, no one's ever said that to me before either. What a coincidence. And I felt really embarrassed because, I wanted her to say it back. And so I told her, you know what, this is kind of silly. I don't really love you. I don't really know what it means. I mean, who knows what love means? But I knew what love meant because I looked it up in the dictionary. I didn't tell her that, but I did. And so, I cried myself to sleep right next to her. And, like a few days go by, and I'm still hanging out with her. I'm hanging out with this girl who I love, but she didn't love me. And, it's not a big deal. It's just a word. And so, we're walking in the park. This is like 3 or 4 days after. And she liked to write on my hand. I thought this was very cute. And we were walking in the park, and on this particular day, she wrote, "Je t'aime," on my hand. And, I thought I knew what this was, but I wasn't exactly sure. So I said, "Jessica, what does this mean, je t'aime?" And she's like, you don't know? And I was like, you know what? I'll look it up in a dictionary. That's it. Thank you.
Jason.